Hello and welcome to day 17 of Dungeon 23. Today is going to be a shorter episode, and what we're going to be making is a bit of a dead end right here, which is going to be attached to the Slytherin tracker room, and it's going to have a trap in it. So let's make out the room, and we'll decide the trap. So a very simple room, just a basic junction here with this little 3x3 room, or rather 15x15 room. Now, what are we going to put in it? My idea is that what we're going to do is we're going to have it so if someone is in this room for longer than 10 minutes, the ceiling just kind of smushes down. Now, how are they going to be able to determine that? Well, with an investigation check. I want to put like a smashed campfire and maybe like some bone fragments and some like scrapes on the walls. So let's go ahead and write all this down. Already, we have our things described here. It's going to be a DC 17 investigation check to notice the little bone chips from previous things getting crushed, or like the scraping on the walls. That stuff isn't too easy to notice, but to see the crushed campfire, kind of like the remnants of like a very obvious thing that was very flattened and smothered, will just be part of like what's described in the room. And we're actually going to just do a little basic drawing of a smashed campfire here. Just a little something to kind of like make it very obvious that something strange is going on here. But also maybe if your players aren't particularly investigative, or if they're kind of like not very confident, or not confident, not very suspicious, if they're kind of like overconfident really, and they just see, oh, well, here's a little campfire we could set up, and it seems to be a pretty closed off safe room, so let's set up camp here. And about 10 minutes into their long rest, it starts falling down. One thing we're going to be doing, which I just realized, is we should probably give them a save. Obviously, if this thing crushes you down, it's not going to. And we're back. Sorry for that, there was a bit of a technical issue. This episode's probably going to get delayed, but thankfully it is a short episode. I believe where we left off, we're going to put a DC to save against being crushed. It should probably be something very simple, like, so it's going to be a DC 12 deck save to just basically just dive out of the room. Normally, you don't want to give movement on a save, or allow for like a lot of movement on a save, but I can't really imagine this coming up in like a greater combat sense. And you don't want to have it so you can just avoid the damage altogether by making the save when if the door's blocked, they can't really get out. So how could the party use this? If they spend some time, they could probably discover that once you enter the room, there is a 10-minute window before it closes. So you could possibly have it so you lure in some monsters and then block the door, like give it like the runaround and block it up with either just like putting up a little barricade using mold earth to possibly like bring some dirt down, put some dirt down, and mold earth to kind of block it up. Possibly even like well, basically anything that like restricts movement. You can hit him with like a not paralyzed, but hold person, assuming it's a humanoid. If you're really careful, you can hit him with like a command, like command freeze, command halt, command prone. You could probably just grapple them as the thing's closing, and then when it closes, you can make a deck save to jump out. But that's putting yourself in risk. It's all, pretty good. Well, with that done, next episode we will be making an addition onto this guy here, and then possibly these two guys. And then we're just going to keep going around and around again. Alright, thank you for watching. Like the videos, comment if you'd like to see any ideas, although I'm probably not going to get to them. Subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. And, share the video if you want to. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I apologize for the poor quality. It is not going to improve.